point that you think he could come back and get Crawford in the rematch. To me, I mean, I thought it was such a demolition by Crawford that the second fight might even be worse, but you think he can get him in a rematch?
No doubt about it.
It seems like everybody on the Errol Spence side is making excuses except Errol Spence. And I give him credit for that, much respect. Errol Spence took his loss like a true champion. I'm hearing neurological problems, he was drunk, he was smoking weed, and we cannot forget the car accidents, right? They bring those up too. Even after the car accidents, he had 2 consecutive wins over Danny Garcia, Yordenis Ugas, who people say are top welterweights. I disagree, but that's what they say. They also say he's not the same fighter. Yet, they want a rematch. They want to see Errol Spence fight Terence Crawford once again after saying all these things. Oh yeah, I forgot one more excuse. He was weight trained. And none of these things are Crawford's fault. I don't like doing excuses, but when you do excuses, you take credit away from the victor. And I believe no one goes in the ring 100%. I'm sure Terence Crawford has some nicks here and nicks there. He's 35 and 36 years old. Remember when I talked about this fight, everybody's talking about how big Errol Spence is. And I did not believe size would be a factor in this fight. I said, in order for Spence to win this fight, he's going to have to make adjustments, and he got to show us he has a high boxing IQ. Come to find out, he didn't have nothing on Crawford. Crawford seemed like he was a stronger fighter. Definitely Crawford was the harder puncher, and I said that in previous videos, that I thought Crawford was a bigger puncher than Errol Spence. Another thing going into this fight, people say Crawford was chinny, and Spence was made of metal. Who got stopped? I don't think there's going to be any difference at 154. It may last a little longer, or it might be shorter. Spence may look a little better, but still, he has no advantage in the fight. Crawford has a better jab, he has the punching power, and he is stronger. The advantages Spence was banking on, he doesn't even have those against Crawford. So if I had to vote in this matter, I would not want a rematch, because once he beats Spence again, because I don't see any way Spence can win the fight, they're going to make more excuses. This is Wilder and Fury 2.0. And even though Fury beat the brakes off Wilder twice, some of these Wilder fanatics want a 4th Wilder and Fury fight. I respect George Foreman. I have a George Foreman grill, and he's an all-time great. But I strongly disagree with George Foreman. I do not believe Errol Spence or Derrick James could make adjustments or come with a game plan to beat Terence Crawford at 154. But who am I? The rematch will happen anyway. Keep this in mind. The Spence radicals knew about the car accidents. They knew about Spence having trouble making 147. And all the other excuses they knew about. Yet, they picked Errol Spence to win the fight. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.